What's up with y'all boys? Welcome back to another video. I ain't gonna lie, the last Lil Durk video I made, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it was as proper. I have to wait for everybody to wake up and shit. But this street trending, I ain't gonna lie, he came out. I forgot I even watched him. He ever T. Make sure you like, subscribe to him. I ain't gonna lie, he cool. But we finna get into this. What's up?
Just left the courthouse for the hearing with my son today. It went well.
What you on, big boy?
On July 15th, Lil Durk had a massive win in court by having charges dropped, a trial day set, and even progress for a release date until trial begins. This resulted in many rappers reacting, as even Lil Baby had to call up Lil Durk.
Yeah, I still just want to holler at you, though. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
You know that, yeah.
In today's court hearing, the motion to have RICO charges against Lil Durk was denied, reading, and I quote, "The judge presiding over Lil Durk's for hire case has granted the rapper's motion to sever new racketeering charges." On Tuesday, July 14th, Judge Michael Fitzgerald ruled that charges presented in the prosecution's third superseding indictment, which include M in aid of racketeering, cannot be presented in Durk's upcoming trial for the passing of Quando Rondo's cousin. Prosecutors were attempting to introduce evidence from a 2019 Atlanta case and a 2022 Chicago passing into the current case. Judge Fitzgerald also ruled that all the defendants in the case will be tried together, with the trial set to begin on August 20th, meaning Lil Durk will not be charged for the passing of Stephon Mack and FBG Cash in this current trial, but it does mean the feds will charge him for it after this case is done. All because Lil Durk admitted to those crimes in new evidence that was found, but more on that later. Because right now, Lil Durk's father spoke out about how Durk won inside of court today.
I just left the courthouse for the hearing with my son today. It went well. Alhamdulillah, everything went well. The judge favored us and ruled in our favor today and granted our motion. Alhamdulillah, man. The prosecutor tried to bring them bogus charges, but the judge severed those charges.
Bro, I feel like he did that Muslim shit just for this.
For the first time in a long court case, Lil Durk returned back to jail with a smile, being excited to call his OTF friends back home, telling them he is coming home soon.
I got your speaker, I got Ike right here, I got Chucky right here, I got Mando right here. Who you gonna be get first? Who you gonna be beat that? Hey, what you on, big boy? In the lab every day. Simple.
Well, y'all be about you. I be on you.
You know that.
What you got going?
I'm working on EP, I'm feeling good as feeling good. I just rock it on live. Like literally, you gonna see that when you live.
Even getting a reaction from Flacco reading, this new Durk ruling in court today almost guarantees he beats the case and comes home. Wow, Durk's first day out will be the biggest record of this century. However, there's another major win for Lil Durk in court that no one's even mentioning. It reads, at the end of court today, Durk Banks' lawyer submitted paperwork to have Lil Durk's jail situation investigated and or just released from jail on a house arrest until trial August 20th. The famous rapper has been in solitary confinement for several months for owning an Apple Watch, while the typical punishment is only 15 to 30 days in solitary. Durk's been illegally held in there for months.
They got Lil Durk in a hole for basically some BS, and right now we're gonna show the paperwork. They saying that he was caught with a cell phone, and basically that's not true. They trying to keep him in a hole, do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing or whatever, but they're trying to make a point because they saying that me and him is privileged and we got so many things going on, and it's a lot of BS.
With investigators believing Lil Durk will be released until trial begins so then he can focus on his case, review evidence with his lawyers, and have communication to the outside world, which he currently can't even do while in solitary. But to understand if Lil Durk will win the case, it's important to know these key pieces of evidence they have against him, specifically the hiring part of the crime, where the prosecutors would expose how Lil Durk hired these gang members to go and do the the crime. They would share a selfie that Lil Durk took in 2022 with $1 million in cash on his bathroom counter.
To an
everyday
murder
listener, this is a generic flex photo, but in reality, it changes the court case forever because it was written in the court file. Prosecutors say Lil Durk placed a $1 million bounty on Quando in 2022. The discovery also shows that defendant Banks used his trusted lieutenants, defendant Wilson and co-conspirator 5, to recruit hitmen to fly to Southern California on August 18th, 2022 to get Quando Rondo. It continues reading, consistent with defendant Banks' promise to reward co-conspirators, defendant Wilson solicited hitmen by promising to pay a $1 million reward on behalf of defendant Banks in exchange for flying to Los Angeles to commit the crime, where the selfie with $1 million in cash was used as a confirmation photo while hiring those who wanted to go and commit the crime to collect the bounty. It shows the money, it shows Lil Durk's face, so it's a very trustworthy photo. In the evidence file, it also reads, nonetheless, rewarded co-conspirators got other things, featured in many of the direct participant music videos and rap lyrics in the months following the crime. For OTF DD, instead of being paid in cash to recruit all of these men, he wanted a feature on a song. Lil Durk would feature on his Block is Hot, being his reward for doing his part. Investigators then noted there's only one man who can afford a $1 million bounty in OTF. Even Charleston White reacted.
So ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny. Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. You know you had put that hit out on that boy, so you've been trying to avoid karma. They say karma is real. I say it ain't real. I say you reap what you sow. They say that's karma.
But the most concerning battle for Lil Durk is gonna be going against the two OTF snitches who provided the craziest evidence that you wouldn't believe.
The new indictment takes two defendants out. OTF Vonnie, Kayvon Grant, and another guy, one of the shooters. So Vonnie, they said, was the guy who bought all the and arranged all the travel, and he was the orchestrator of this. Then they got this other guy, Keith Jones. He's one of the shooters. Well, both of those guys are off the indictment, suggesting that they have cooperated, taken pleas, but the new racketeering indictment, bringing in stuff from 2019, 2020, 2021, that suggests that those cooperators' testimony was not going to be enough to Lil Durk.
He's gonna be enough to get him though.
OTF Vonnie snitched on Lil Durk.
Yeah, Vonnie. Vonnie finna get baked, and it's already shit going around. Talking about he got Vaughn killed. I ain't gonna lie, he might end up dying, but Vonnie,
to be released out of jail. According to his current court file, it shows that he's no longer in the Bureau of Prisons custody, meaning he has been released from jail, likely on a house arrest somewhere, in an unknown location. Vonnie snitching on Durk means that he's not only kicked out of OTF, he was even disowned by his own father. His father would end up reacting to his son snitching while on live stream with DJ Academics.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Vaughn? Like King Vaughn?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day,
the shit that's going around saying that Vonnie got Vaughn killed.
He asked him, was it open? It was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Vaughn? No. That was right.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? I got bankers. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that, another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Vaughn before he died.
OTF Vonnie provided information to the feds that
it just got real for Vonnie. I ain't gonna lie, he damn near fucked their life.
The feds show Lil Durk targeting a Quando Rondo lookalike in a music video and reveals a text saying Durk cannot let King Von's passing slide in a new indictment. The government filed a third superseding indictment against Durk, adding charges of emanative racketeering and conspiracy to commit stalking. Prosecutors also included alleged evidence from an unreleased Redman music video showing Durk targeting a Quando Rondo lookalike, along with a text message saying, "I cannot let this slide," in reference to King Von. The charges of M&A to racketeering and the commit stalking charges have been thrown out. They are not going against him. However, the Redman music video is. The feds were able to secure the
You know what the fuck he was doing making this video,
and they shared photos of it in court. The only way someone would know it even existed would have been from somebody on the set of filming the music video, which OTF Vonnie was. This resulted in a reaction from a rapper: "I don't like what I'm hearing about Durk's case, man, free smirk. Sometimes it be your own guys turning on you, but this is where the entire case changes, and let me explain. Because now that the feds have snitches in OTF, evidence of Lil Durk paying for these crimes, all they now need is Durk's motive, and they ended up finding it. It begins with the prosecutors submitting a motion to be allowed to share footage of King Von passing with the jury at Durk's trial.
Testimony and video surveillance surrounding the death of King Von. And the motion to exclude this evidence
all the way to King Von. He did slide for that shit.
The judge is going to allow witnesses to testify about and allow the video of King Von to be played at the trial. And this is important because prosecutors wanted to use this evidence to argue that King Von is the reason or motive as to why Durk offered this bounty on Quando Rondo. And so with this ruling, the jury will get to see and hear about all of that.
The judge approved this motion, so the jury is going to see footage of King Von passing at trial. They are arguing the passing footage reveals the truth to all these crimes being committed, while allowing it for two specific reasons, with the second one being unbelievable. With the first reason,
so it's really crazy because it's the illegal action that causes more illegal actions. So like what do we do here? Like what do you do here? Do you look back at the nigga who started all of this? Because at the end of the day, it all traces back to one thing, and it all traces back to one person who pulled the trigger. And it just happens to go to Quando Rondo just because of the fact that Lil Tim is with him.
Reason being, when King Von passed, a lot of ops were celebrating it online. Prosecutors claim this fueled Lil Durk to go out and get revenge.
When you heard that, considering the back and forth that y'all have had in your own ways, how did you feel?
So I kind of happy.
You were happy?
Can I say I was kind of happy? No, no, seriously, I was though. It was up. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he did. But I was happy as when I found out Von was dead. I cooked for the whole day for all the people out.
When you looked at King Von getting, how did you feel, considering the animosity between you guys up to that point?
Like my real first action.
Yeah.
Thought I was happy.
You're happy.
I was happy.
Lil Durk really didn't like it when people did interviews speaking on King Von. He also really didn't like when he got arrested that Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, the men responsible for the passing of Von, went and did interviews speaking on Von.
First person you gonna go to screaming is,
bruh. Quando, he beat the dog shit out of you. Why does he still say anything about that situation? He beat the fucking brakes off you, my nigga. If Lil Tim never pulled that fucking trigger, he would have still been beating your ass. He would have damn near beat the grills out your fucking mouth. Why is he still sitting here saying this? It's like it's like when he brought that shit up, it's like it's dumb as fuck. You even sat there on an interview and said you had out-of-body experience. So you checked yourself and you realized that you got your ass whooped. And not just whooped, nigga. Beat the fuck up to the soul, my nigga. So why are we sitting here?
Why? And all this and all that. I ain't got, you see I'm saying my piece right now. I ain't got no beef with nobody.
They said that you were the intended target in that situation.
Man, bro, man. Cuz I'm about to keep it real with you, man. All you heard was cap. Nobody know what the really going on, bro. But
everybody knows what's going on, but obviously you don't.
Even Lil Tim, the man who actually did the crime against Von, saying things should have happened differently. Some say that he's saying it in a mocking way. You tell me what you think.
I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if bro did that stupid shit last night, his still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying him like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person.
Basically saying your niggas clout chasing.
At the end of the day, if they ain't never popped that shit off, that would have never happened like that.
However, the second reason they're allowing the footage to be shared is because it ties to Lil Durk's music.
It's really not in the time. Wait, that's real. If you didn't do that, you wouldn't have been alive.
I'm like, you're tripping, go get your... They're dropping locations, I'm getting it done. Where the feds are claiming this is Durk's entire motive. Don't respond to Vonnie comments, grab your firearm, and go get the job done, as we all saw live on the news.
Now the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
The second set of lyrics that Lil Durk had read, they be on my page like Slide for Vonnie, I know they're trolling me. Got it back in y'all don't know that's how it's supposed to be, where they are connecting it to Lil Durk's interview with DJ Academics, where they talk about the Slide for Vonnie comments.
What are you talking about? By the Slide for Vonnie comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying Slide for Vonnie. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, them songs is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water.
This interview will affect Lil Durk.
He said, I don't see no comments no more. I don't know. It's been the water. Fuck out of here, nigga.
More than anyone even
The
knows. The prosecutors are using it as leverage to the jury, showing that Durk is fully aware of the Slide for Vonnie comments, then made a little comment saying that he doesn't see those comments anymore, referring to the Quando Rondo hit being is the reason why. With Lil Durk having Drew Finling and Brian Steele as his lawyers, he will have a great defense to all this evidence, but this is where everything turns bad. Right after this trial, Lil Durk will then be charged with the passing of Stephon Mack and FBG Cash. He was name dropped by Snitches in those cases where it was announced this week. 2 alleged members that targeted Stephon Mack have both pleaded guilty and admitted they were paid for the crime by Lil Durk.
These 2 guys allegedly have taken a plea according to my mixtapes and a couple other outlets. And by the way, just for future reference, a guy that looks like this, he's snitching on you.
He's snitching.
So keep that in mind. And we will see how that affects the case. You know, just because guys flip and they start snitching, it doesn't make it better in terms of, oh my God, this is the... Certainly it doesn't help the case, but they still need to establish the case. They need to establish through certain evidence. They need to establish phone records and movements and discussions.
The court file read, Lil Durk has been indicted with another M for hire charge for the passing of Stephon Mack. It is believed that Mack was targeted as revenge for the passing of Durk's brother D-Thang, where the man that was hired to do the crime ended up getting fooled while inside a jail by a federal informant reading. DJ Academics reveals that one of Durk's alleged members confessed to a cellmate, who is reportedly an undercover informant, that Durk paid him to retaliate for D-Thang.
He gets locked up in a cell and they give him a cellmate. He tells his cellmate who he murdered, how he murdered him, the homie he did the murder with, and who was supposed to pay him for the murder.
Hey, this nigga is dumb.
Come again. Perfect. Got him.
Perfect snitch, bro.
So
perfect dumbass.
Confessed, essentially. He's
Perfect
talking
dumbass.
to a cellmate. Listen to how he's
perfect
talking
dumbass.
to his cellmate, chat. Yeah, I had the standard, folk, with a 60 round in that on mic. I let 3 out when he first came out. Marley said, yo, wait till he get to the car. I said, yo, tweaking, boy. By the time he get to the car, that's enough time for him to get his pipe. Yo, so now the cellmate who's a confidential
This shit is so
source.
dumb. How do you not realize this
Tell me
shit?
more.
Niggas saying
With the
names
two
the whole
members now
nine.
snitching
Goddamn.
against
You
Lil
could at least
Durk,
change
they
the names
even
up.
revealed how much Lil Durk paid. The document reads, federal prosecutors reveal in the M for Hire case to Stephon Mack, Mike City AJ unknowingly told an undercover agent Durk placed a $70,000 bounty on Mack, but wanted to get it raised to 90 grand. This left creators reacting,
Remo, this is my last no jumper. Dirk Torre told me I wasn't supposed to come back up here with that last.
Now look what happened to him.
That man got kids. You talking about look what happened to him.
Definitely not happy about him.
I
going
wouldn't
to
be
jail,
happy
but
if you go to jail, Adam, because I know you got daughter. Break down.
There's multiple people who are no longer there for their kids as a result of that Durk allegedly called in.
Until they put that on black and white, sir. Stop throwing stuff on a black man who's trying to do something right for the community
The
right
feds
now.
have already put out a lot of information about this.
You don't have to put it
The
out.
feds fucking
don't have to
lie.
put
You
it
can't even
out.
take that
This is a
serious.
major platform.
You're not the boss of me. We talk about rap on here. I think it is well within our jurisdiction to talk about the fact
Jurisdiction?
that
What
Lil
type of
Durk
police
has been alleged to have ordered them.
Free smirk though.
Free
man.
smirk. But also,
It's a
maybe
police platform. This some police.
needs to sit down for a little bit and decide, hey, maybe I'm not anybody else.
but this is where it gets interesting as Lil
When you
Durk
have kids
also
and you choose to go
self-snitched
slide
from
on a nigga,
passing
that's
to
pretty much
FBG
your fault.
Cash.
You're
Because
dumb
on
as fuck
June
for that.
10th, 2022, at around 5:30 a.m., FBG Cash is seen driving through Chicago's Auburn neighborhood with a woman asleep in the passenger seat. They made their way down to West 81st Street, where a black Cadillac would then suddenly cut them off. Two men would jump out and immediately open fire, with the incident only lasting a couple of seconds. Police would later recover 23 shell casings from the scene, where FBG Cash would sadly pass. But right when it occurred, fans would then get a notification on their phone alerting them that Lil Durk just hopped on Instagram Live 5 minutes after Cash passed.
You have your gun for them, you better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Bonnie. Better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gonna see. You gonna end up out that tree.
Know that we did it.
And I got my gun for Bone, they call him Chief. Man, we should have killed him soon, cause he a thief.
Where Lil Durk's friend right beside him on the couch says, "You know we did it," which is an unbelievable statement to make when somebody just passed moments before the Instagram Live started.
You can't link up to that shit, but holy shit, that'd be fucking comedy. Holy shit, that'd be comedy. Hey, hey, that's just funny as fuck. Hey, if y'all fuck with the video, let me know. Peace.